Hi, welcome to Pine Hollow's 10-minute field trips. My name is Anita Sanchez, and we're going to be taking some field trips to some places you might not expect. So come on and explore. Today we're going to explore some backyards and parking lots and talk about the trees in them and what the trees are doing to get ready for winter. Sometimes it's easy to forget that trees are living things just like we are. They need food just like we do and water, and they breathe air in a different way than we do, but they still have a lot of the same needs and do a lot of the same things that people do. Now we think a lot about animals getting ready for winter. Animals do things like flying south for the winter, or digging a hole and hibernating, or storing up food for the winter. And trees do some of the same things. Now, trees don't fly south for the winter, but they do those other two things. They store up food, and in a way, they hibernate or sleep all winter long. How does a tree store up food for the winter? Well, it does that during the summer. While its leaves are green, it's doing what's called photosynthesis, which is making food. Every single green leaf uses air and sunlight and rainwater to make food for the tree. And the tree stores that food in its trunk. Now, we said a tree stores its food in the trunk, but how does that work? Is a tree trunk like a refrigerator where you can just put food and use it for later? Well, sort of. Inside the trunk, there are tubes that run from the roots all the way up to the leaves. They contain a juice called sap, a watery juice. As those leaves in summer made food, it goes down through those tubes, down into the trunk, and a lot of the extra food will be stored for next spring when the tree can use it for new growth. So all summer, the leaves have been working hard, but now summer's over, and their job is done. So the leaves begin to fall off of the tree. But before they fall off, an amazing change happens. They turn from green to the most beautiful colors of gold and red and purple and orange before they fall off the tree. So how does it happen? This change from green one day to all different colors the next. Well, leaves are the food-making factory for the tree, remember? And there's all these different chemicals that are different colors in the leaves that help with this food-making process. Well, as the days get colder and shorter, the tree begins to shut down. The leaves don't make food anymore, so they don't need the chemical that helps them make food, which is called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green chemical, and when the tree stops making food, the green chlorophyll fades away, and underneath are lurking all those other bright-colored chemicals, and now we get a chance to see them. Here's an experiment you can do if you want to see the chemical chlorophyll that's in the leaves. Take a green leaf, crunch it up, and if you rub it hard on a piece of paper, you can see the chlorophyll coming out of the leaf. And if you look at some of the leaves, you can see how the chlorophyll is slowly fading away from them and leaving the bright colors behind. So in fall, look all around you for all the different colors that leaves can turn. They can turn almost every shade of the rainbow, from pink to purple. Let's see if we can find all the colors of the rainbow here. We've got red, orange, yellow, green, and purple. We're missing blue. I've never been able to find a leaf that turned blue. See if you can find it. Keep your eyes out for a blue leaf this fall. I'm always amazed by the shapes and colors of the leaves. Oak leaves turn brown, sort of brown and leathery. If you pick them up and feel them, they almost feel like leather. They bend, they don't break. And leaves from the locust tree are very tiny, but bright gold. Check out these locust leaves. It's like a beautiful carpet, or a handful of gold coins. It seems kind of sad that the beautiful colors of the leaves don't last for very long. Before you know it, they're fading and gone. That's not a bad thing because the leaves decompose and they form new soil. But if you want to keep some of your favorites, find a nice big thick book, and if you press them between the pages of the book, they'll keep their color for a long time. This oak tree here is one of my favorite trees because I grew up in this neighborhood. I used to play under this tree when I was a little girl, and it's been here a long time. Seems like an old friend. Oak trees live a long time. They can live 2 or 3 or 400 years or even more. And they have beautiful leaves that turn gold in the fall and then brown when they get down to the ground. When all the leaves have finally fallen off the tree, that's when the tree gets ready for sleep. It doesn't sleep like people do. It doesn't have eyes to close or a brain that needs resting like you and I do. But trees do become dormant. They stop making food. They stop growing new leaves. The sap stops moving around in the trunk and the branches. And the tree rests until spring. And in the winter, though they may look dead, they're really just dormant, which is another word for sort of like being asleep. And they're just waiting and resting until it's springtime when they'll start to grow again. Thanks for exploring. See you next time.